The show you are about to listen to is intended for mature audience only. There will be things said that may not be appropriate for younger audience and may offend you. We at Whatever Talk would like to apologize in advance, but really, get over it.
How you doing, folks?
I can't complain. I can't complain.
I started off the show different. I usually say "What up," though, and it threw me off track. That's why it was a pause there, was a comma there. But still, how you doing? I am Donnie. This is Whatever Talk you're listening to, the show where we make fun of whatever it is that we be talking about at the time we be talking about it. If you can catch any of that, then you right on.
I was checking out a couple of the episodes, and the one that I tripped out on the whole breathing thing. It's like we don't know we breathing. I'm like, huh?
Like what stated in that particular episode, the depths of what we got to relearn of everything that we know.
True. True. Very true.
The depths of that is just vast. And I think that's what's actually probably keeping a lot of people content with what they've learned already.
We talking about whatever that's on your mind. Speak your mind, don't be shy. This is your time to shine.
This is true, and for the most part, we've been quote unquote conditioned to believe what we've been taught. And I've honestly spent the last 3 to 5 years researching and realizing that most of what we've been taught is not even true. It's not even factual.
Exactly. And what exactly are facts? Facts is what?
Whatever you accept, I guess.
Exactly. Before we go any farther, let me say, Cav is not going to join us this time. He got some things to do. He got business to take care of, and it ain't none of yours. Also, I do have a guest with me, and his name is BG Howard. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Doing well. Could be better, but you don't want to hear it.
First, okay. You know what? I'm glad you said something like that, because now is a conversation to be had. I don't want to hear it first. That is a vast wrong assumption that I don't want to hear it. I don't mind listening. I'm listening to the radio. I love talk radio. That's my thing. And they talk about, they had mentioned a statistic about don't ask people how are they doing. Don't ask people how are they doing, because you yourself don't really want to know how that person is doing. You're just saying it because the most common thing that we say when we come across another person. So you don't want to hear it, but you say it anyway.
Exactly.
It goes on to they go on to say you kind of get aggravated when the person actually tell you how they're doing.
Because you don't want to hear it.
So why are you asking me how am I doing? Just say hi. That's
you
all
know
you
what?
gotta do. Just say hi. I want to know if you got something to say. Look. If you tell me how you're doing after I ask you how you're doing, that's probably keeping you from murdering me later on.
You know what? It's funny because I live a very philosophical life, and I call them my twisted hillbilly philosophies because I'm from Southeast Georgia. And anyway, a lot of times people ask me, "Well, how you doing?" I was like, "You don't have that much time," because they really don't. If you and I tried it. Person asked me, "Well, how you doing?" And I said, you know what? And I started telling them, and then like 2 minutes into it, they're like, "You know what? I gotta go. It was nice talking." They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. And that's why I just tell my response now is, you don't have that much time.
That's a good one. That's a good response. I like that. But I think it's rare for people like me to, hey, if I ask you how you doing, and you decide to just start venting, I'm there.
You're rare.
I'm there. I'm there, not rare. I'm there. My bad.
No. I'm saying that's a rarity because you are a rare. That's a rare quality because most people they don't have time to sit there and listen to what somebody. They don't want to hear somebody else vent.
Exactly. Not just venting. They just don't want to hear anything from another person. Period. So again, why are you asking me how are you doing versus just saying, hey, or hi. Just leave it at hi. That's all you have to do.
Most people, when they were there, it's just a formality. They're just being cliche.
Yep,
hey man, how you doing? But then they keep, most of them, if you notice, they'll say, hey, how you doing? When you say, hey, how you doing? They go, how you doing? They don't even respond. How you doing?
Exactly.
And I get people like that
Yep.
a lot of times because my I had an accident, and the obvious the obvious issue is I have a stutter, and I do have a limp. So is most people think I've had a stroke or something like that. But
neither one of us could talk today.
Well, but the thing is, when people ask me, I'll say this one, how you doing? And they go, how you doing? And I'll go, wait, hold on. You don't care how you don't think I care about how you feel? And they go, what are you talking about? I said, no, you didn't. You asked me how I was doing in response to my question about how you're doing. But when I asked you how you were doing, I genuinely want to know how you're doing, what's going on with you. And they get so flabbergasted, man. They don't because they don't expect that. And like you said, it's that cliche, hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? But they don't respond.
Yep. I have so many theories that I've thought about just by observing life. And one of my theories is civilization acts out life. They act out life versus being themselves. And that's part of, I put that in the category of acting out life when I ask you how you're doing and you reply to me,
how you doing?
How are you doing? It's just a common thing to say, and it's like these people have this imaginary Rolodex of dialogue to choose from, and their mind just automatically defaults to whatever it is that's related to the subject at hand versus actually saying what they really feel about it.
We're programmed. We're a programmed society.
And I have people come up to me in the bathroom and just start blabbing, and I'm like,
oh my God,
okay.
bro. Right now is not.
I never brushed anybody off who started talking unless it's rare. I ain't gonna say it's extremely rare when I really had to go from somebody who was talking, but I still will allow at least a few minutes, 3 to 5 minutes of my time if I really gotta be somewhere.
Right.
I let them get that out for a couple minutes, and then well, dang, I ain't really got nothing to say, probably, but I just be like, well, dang, just Tupac it. Keep your head up, and maybe we'll cross paths again.
I mean, if we're in the bathroom, I don't have anything to say to you at all.
I don't, but I'm just saying, like, we was like, okay, a couple of times, it's been at this faucet, I'm washing my hands, and some guy just, come wash his hands, and, just, hey, yeah, man, my girl, or hey, man, the outside, and la, 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 la. I'm like, oh okay.
Okay.
I'm okay, but I gotta go now.
I'm serious.
But I'm just saying, but the whole point of it just, you never know if somebody does have a lot going on and they have to just get it out, or they feel like they got to get it out. And you did, whether you did it consciously or subconsciously, you did give them the go ahead by acknowledging them when you cross. So don't get mad when they took advantage of that opening. Ain't that what a lot of people say? Hey, when a door open, you go through it, right?
True. Very true. Very true.
So don't get frustrated when you opened the door and held it open for the person by stating, "How are you doing today?"
Well, I mean, that's true. And one of the things to say that I've been through a lot is understatement of the year. I had an accident. I was formerly owned 2 businesses. Had an accident. Spent 7 months in a coma. 8 years plus of rehabilitation. So one of the things that I've done in I think it was 2005-ish, I made up in my mind that I'm no longer gonna I don't do negativity. So one of the things that I employ, I try to, no matter who it is, stranger, somebody I know, acquaintances, whatever, I try to always, my goal is to always have something positive to say to a person. So I don't.
Go ahead, finish. Not finish, but go ahead.
I don't dwell on the negativity. I've done away with negative thinking. I've done away with gossip. Just general conversation. I just don't. If I'm around somebody who's constantly negative, respectfully, I'll let them know that just that I don't do negativity. And if that's all you have to contribute to this conversation, consider the conversation over.
Okay, cool. What exactly is negative and positive? Because I thought about that so many times about people who says the negative this is negative that, or positive this or positive that. Because I kind of look at it like, just because you don't like it, that don't necessarily make it negative nor positive. It's just you either don't like it or want to hear it in this particular time, or I mean, okay. What made me think about that initial thought process of what exactly is negative or positive? I came across this post. It was a picture of this chick at a cemetery graveyard, and the post said, "At my favorite place," and then people start, "Oh, that is so disrespectful, and that's the dead, and blah blah blah. No rest in peace, and blah 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 blah." Just going off on the person, and one would consider that negative. The comments itself negative versus this person is probably for real at their favorite place. Again, just because you don't like it, that don't make it negative. This you don't even know if this person is standing next to a loved one or not.
Right.
At the graveyard, it just captioned "at my favorite place."
Well, to be honest with you, I kind of like hanging out. I mean, consider this. There's nobody's gonna get in your business. Nobody's gonna bother you, and you can be, pardon the pun, but you can be at peace.
Exactly.
So my philosophy is, if you don't bother me when you're living, I promise not to mess with you when you're dead.
Okay, cool. But I just see it as this person's not bothering anybody.
No.
This person's not bothering anybody, not even the living. It's not the person not bothering the living nor the dead. This person is just here.
Right.
At this place that she calls favorite. Now you can be at the most gut wrenching, whatever horrible, what other people call a club. And here you are posting that same post, but you're at a club or this very vile place stating, "Hey, I'm at my favorite place where I love to hang out and chill." Oh man, why you like being on this where all the rapists? That's where all the murderers be. And that's what but again, why is this negative just because you don't like it?
Well, the problem that I find with most people, a lot of people, most people, they transpose their issues onto you. So when you say something, they're gonna hear it inside their own head according to whatever mood that they are at the time or whatever experiences they've had in the past. So when you say cemetery or graveyard, most people, they automatically go to the extreme.
Exactly.
The ghosts, the hauntings, and so on and so forth. But a different person has had another experience, a different type of experience. And like you said, they could be standing at the grave of a departed loved one. So one of the things, I guess the simplest way to put it is, I've learned to stay in my lane. I like what I like. You like what you like. And see, you are where you are in life because of your past experiences. The things onto which you hold, the memories that serve to benefit you, the things that keep you balanced. are not the same thing.